Right, as you can see, I've put the Hot Toys head inside the hood. I'm not sure if you can make it out. What I've done, I've sellotaped it to bring the sides of the hood really in close to the face, and I've sort of put a crease down the peak so the peak's still looking forward, like the eagle's beak style. What I'm going to do, I've got a bowl of lukewarm water, and all I'm going to do is dip in the mask, the hood, sorry. Try and get the hood wet. Obviously, because there is sellotape on this now, it's going to take some soaking through. But as I can see, the hood is getting wet. The guy who did this on the Sideshow Freaks, he basically just wet his fingers and did it, but I feel like I'm going to do it like this. So it's wet now. You can see it is wetting through the sellotape. I'm just going to let that soak, and then I'm going to dry it off, maybe with an air dryer or on a, I don't know, just outside at radiator. I'm not going to put it on radiator, obviously I don't want to melt the head, and hopefully that brings the hood in a little bit. So right, just keep watching. As you can see, the hood's still damp. I've got it wrapped pretty tight. I took the sellotape off because I started positioning it around his face, so that's drying now. And inside the radiator. Also, what I've done is, if you look at the collars, I don't know if you can pick this up, but I've put little pins in the corner of the collars to pin it down. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm turning it upside down so the collars are facing down. I've got the folds where I want them. I've got it over the kettle spout. Kids obviously don't try this. And what I'm going to do is just hold the button on the kettle to boil it through, and just warm them creases up. I've got the steam obviously coming through the spout onto the collared section. Just give that a blast at 10 seconds. Take it off, and you find you get a really sharp crease. And then hopefully when I take the pins out, it'll stay folded back. Okay, thanks for watching. Right, I'm just getting ready to redress the Ezio figure. You see I've got all this stuff there, the body there. The parts that I have customised sort of thing is the hood, as you can see, still a little bit damp, but not wet through. I took the head out of the hood, and it does seem a little bit narrower in the face area now, and the peak does look a little bit more pronounced, so we'll see how that looks on the figure. So I've took the head back out. This section turned out really nice because I took the pins out, and it's got a really nice sharp collar on it now, so we'll see if that looks any different when it's on. Like I said, when I do redress it, what I'm going to try and do is pull everything down a little bit, as low as it'll come, just so it drapes more and doesn't sit quite as high. Like I say, it's not so much for my own good, this video, if I'm honest, because I liked it as it were, but one of my subscribers has asked, so I'm going to do it. If it turns out well, then it's a bonus for me and a bonus for you for watching as well. So I'll crack on, get it all redressed, and see how it looks. Well guys, that's it all done and dusted, put back together. I don't know, it looks a little bit neater probably, but I don't think it's that big an issue. The hood, as you can see, does drape down in these areas, like sort of curls down his cheekbone sort of thing, and on the collar. The collar one actually does work very well. Once you've got that nice crease in it, it lays more flat to his body, which is nice, and in turn it does hold the corners of his hood down, if you can see. It's quite hard to show you. I don't know if you can see much of my hand. I'll go a little closer anyway. all in all, I brought the body down, so I posed him similar to what he was before. With the cape, and it doesn't fit flush down his arm, but I like it as if the wind's blowing through it. And what I do, I get the wire of the cape and I put it like sort of round one finger, then outside the other, round one, outside the other. So then I slip my hand away from it, and you get the, look around here, see how you get the curls through the cape as if the wind's blowing through it. It looks quite natural. Like I say, I never took the trousers off of the boots. Didn't have too much trouble actually undressing it and dressing it as much as I thought I would. Forget the face for you. As you can see, just move my big silly fingers out of the way. Like I was trying to say, the hood does sort of slope down there and tuck nicely behind the collar here, and same on, like on this side here, slopes down. The peak is more pronounced. Like I say, as I've got it, you can just see his eyes, and I'm looking sort of from underneath it. Like I say, I pulled all the clothing down. Don't think it looks that baggy now, because actually it looks wider than it has done the other pose I've done it in, but I wanted to put it in a similar pose to what we started with. Because the arms are sort of tucked into the body, it does make it look wider than it has done. I tightened the belt a lot tighter this time, get it a really good knot on that side, just to hold him in at the waist. I did bring the shoulder pad down slightly. I don't think that makes a great deal of difference. What I would say is none of the dye come off the inside of the hood and damage the stunt head that I used. So he's back in the thriller box now. But I've got to say, it's took me about an hour and a half. It still looks fantastic, but I think it looked fantastic before. Now, whether you want to take some time and try it yourself, that's up to you. If you want to leave it as a standard figure, then that's up to you as well. Like I say, I don't think you can really fault the figure, and I know it's a typical thing with Hot Toys fans. The people that don't own it, they fucking disrespect it. When the ones who buy it, they do not but buzz about it when they're on review. So I don't know if the guy who's asked me to do this has actually got the figure. But I say I've done this review for him, and I hope he likes it. What I am going to do is I'm going to put this down just to show you. Let's put the camera down a minute. What I'll do is take that arm away from the body a little bit, and that one. So he's just to show that does look a little bit slimmer inside of body now. Right, so that's about it. Thanks for all my subscribers. You know who you are. I'm not going to do no name call this time because I've not got them wrote down outside of me. I'll just say, like I said, this one was for the guy who's, I think he's called Surrounded by Comments, if that's right. Just put a quick shout out to a guy I've must have sent a 1,000-word essay to over the last couple of days. Canes 24/7, new kid on block. All my subscribers, please check his channel out. He's a good guy. He's just getting started in this reviewing, but his editing is really good. Puts mine to shame, if I'm honest. And all my usuals: Moggy215, Dean Knight, Dino Last, all you guys, Derby, everybody. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I fucking mind like a sieve. Right, so this is Clipper King, and I'm out of here.